Good morning. Happy Sunday to everybody. Today is March 9th, I think. I don't have my watch on. I think it's March 9th. And today is time change, so I'm very excited. However, I feel like I'm struggling a little bit this morning. It's not even morning anymore. I think it's probably 11:30. And of course, we lost an hour, so I don't know. Sleeping this morning, I felt groggy, like I didn't get enough sleep, but I'm sure I did. I don't know. It kind of gets me every year, to be honest, but I'm very excited about daylight lasting longer, and sunsets are going to be, I don't know what today's is, but sunsets are going to be at like 6:30, like 7, and going into the summer. It's just so exciting. And I love this time of year because it just means spring is right around the corner, summer is coming, which is so nice because I feel like it's just been so cold and so dark for so long. And I am very, very much one of those people that, as much as I hate it, unfortunately, I do get really, really affected by the seasons and by not seeing sunshine. I just get down in the dumps. I don't know, I turn into like a hermit. I don't want to go do anything because it's just cold outside. I don't want to leave the house. It just becomes really difficult to do anything. Not to mention being pregnant now, I'm tired sometimes anyway, so it just makes it like extra hard to get out and do anything. So anyways, happy daylight savings. I'm very excited. So this morning I've been up for a little bit. Lad just left to go play golf this afternoon, and I am very much in like a spring cleaning mood. I'm trying to get laundry done. I'm actually just about to strip the bed and start the bed sheets. I just took I guess I'm almost 18 weeks now. I'm like 17 weeks, 6 days, I think. So like tomorrow will be 18 weeks. And I've tried so hard this entire time to do like the pictures, you know, every couple weeks to show the bump, and like I just wanted to document the bump for me and like for me to look back on. And I've like failed at doing that. I've taken, I think, 2 so far in almost 18 weeks, so it becomes hard for me to do, and like I'm trying to wear the same dress every time, and then Lad has to take the picture, and if he doesn't take the picture the way I want, it's like a whole thing. So I've just gotten to where I kind of don't do it, and I hate that because I want to be able to look back and have those memories. So this morning I was like, why don't I just do it myself and like set up my phone and do a little video? So I just did that this morning, but I was just texting with a friend and my mom. I feel like, let's see what everybody thinks. I feel like my belly may have popped just a little bit this morning. I don't know if you can tell because I'm not a super, tiny gal that a little bump is going to show on right away. And I knew that, and totally fine. I love my bump the way it is, but I feel like it kind of sticks out a little bit now. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But it feels like it's sticking out a little bit, and it just made me really excited because I was like, I haven't felt pregnant this entire time. I have felt totally normal, which I'm just thanking my lucky stars and like praise be to God for that, because obviously I'm just super thankful to have felt really good. I don't know, I'm excited to see the bump grow and for evidence of me actually being pregnant to be out there. I know that sounds dumb, but anyway, okay, well, happy Sunday. I'm gonna get started on chores. I don't really know what the plan is today. I just felt like picking up my camera. I haven't vlogged in a little bit, and I'm actually working on another video, just kind of like recapping the past few months, which I've been totally radio silent for the past few months because of all this. And like we had to go through telling our parents, telling our friends. There's still actually quite a few people that we haven't told yet, mainly my work friends and people. I have a couple, one of my best friends I work with, which is actually really fun, and obviously she knows, and it was so fun. I'll insert the clip here. You do it with your empty glass? Yeah, there we go. Well, cheers to girls' night, and cheers to this being grape juice because I'm pregnant. Shut up!
Are you serious?
Oh, for real?
Seriously? You've been drinking this the whole time? Taste it, it's grape juice. You little sneaky sneak! Oh my
We did a girls' night dinner and it was hilarious. I had this whole plan that I brought a bottle of grape juice to the restaurant where we were gonna meet and have dinner. And I asked a bartender, I got there ahead of time, got there before the girls, and I asked a bartender, I was like, hey, are you down to like help me play a joke on my best friends? And I asked him to pour the grape juice in a wine glass. And so we went on our whole dinner and I was just sipping my grape juice and it looked legit. Like, and they know like I love red wine. That is my thing. So it was just not suspicious to them whatsoever. Sipped my grape juice the whole night. And at the end, I told them. So that ended up being like such a special memory. And obviously telling our parents, telling our family, telling Lad's sister, oh my goodness, she's been so excited. Everybody has just been so excited, and what a blessing to have that much love and support and encouragement around us. It's just been incredible. However, there are some folks at work that I haven't told yet because as crappy as this sounds, it's true and it happens a lot. We're currently at work in our like bonus and promotion cycle. We're at the end of Q1. At the end of Q1 is the end of our fiscal year. And so that's when they start doing analysis for promotions and things like that. And as sad as it is, I have known people that have been passed over for a promotion, a well-deserved promotion, because their manager and everybody else knew that they were going to be taking a significant amount of time off. So as much as I hate to do that, I'm holding off. Like, we haven't posted about it. We haven't shared anything publicly about it until some of that stuff at my work shakes out, because I have worked so hard. I've been at this company for 3 years in May, and I know that doesn't seem like a long time, and it's not a long time. However, the stuff that our team has been given this past 3 years and these projects have been crazy, crazy. So, and it's hard. If you know me in real life, like, it's very hard for me to talk about myself and like to, you know, toot my own horn or whatever, but your girl deserves a promotion. Like, I have been at the same level for quite a long time, and I'm doing the work of at least 2 levels above me already. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I just feel I'm ready for a promotion. I think I deserve one. And there's a lot of talks about, you know, promotions being handed out here in the next couple months. So I'm trying to ride that out a little bit. Therefore, this vlog will be backdated, I'm sure, as my last vlog will be too. So yeah, just kind of waiting to see what happens there. And then obviously I'm so excited to share and like make a post about it, but it's crazy as time goes on. I'm like coming up on 20 weeks now, which is like halfway, and I'm like, when are we gonna say something? I don't know. I'm just trying to be smart because we need the money now more than ever, obviously. And Lad is also up for a promotion, so yeah, we're just gonna see how that shakes out. But until then, I'm gonna get to my Sunday chores and continue with laundry, and then I think we're gonna make some breakfast because I'm also really hungry. Sitting on top of paper towels. I hope you don't fall. I have been in the mood for an acai bowl recently. And I guess another update, last week, a couple friends of ours and me and Lad went to the beach. We went to a new area that we have never been before. It was right outside Port St. Joe. It was a place called Cape San Blas. I feel so fancy when I say that, but Cape San Blas? I don't really know, but it was really pretty. It was gorgeous. The problem was at this time of year, which was technically last week, this week is like the start of spring break for a lot of schools around here. So last week we tried to like come in under the wire right before spring break, and like all the kids were down there. But the issue with that is the weather is a little bit unpredictable, and it was pretty much cold the entire time. The highs were in the mid to upper 60s. And the wind was crazy. There was like this gale wind the whole time. And we pretty much only got to spend like a couple hours at the beach one day. That's the only time we went to the beach. And the rest of the time we like had to shop around. We drove to PCB, we drove to 30A, Rosemary just to like shop and do all that stuff because we couldn't really be outside. And it was super fun. I'm glad we went. However, it did not scratch the beach vacation itch that I've been having. Like, I just want to be in the sun in 80-degree weather. That did not happen. But I got a couple of acai bowls down there, like a fruit smoothie bowl. And ever since then, it has slung a craving on me. I used to make them all the time, especially in the summer. It's just what I wanted for breakfast. So I have the stuff. We went grocery shopping yesterday, and I think I'm gonna try to make one. It's been a long time since I've attempted to make one, but we're gonna give it a go. Okay, so for the actual bowl itself, the base, I have some mixed berries, some frozen bananas, and then an acai, I still never know if I'm saying that right, acai pack that's just frozen and you cut and put into your blender. And then for toppings, we have strawberries and blueberries. I have some almond butter that when I used to make this, I learned to melt this down a little bit into like a drizzle. And then you drizzle it on top of the bowl and then it gets hard and crunchy. Like that stuff, if you were a kid and you ate that shell stuff on top of your ice cream, that's what happens with this, and it's so good. Chocolate chips, of course, and granola. Okay, so it's like 20 minutes later, I'm not even kidding. It took me so long to blend all that, but here we are. And I think she's looking good. This is gonna be a lot, and I probably won't eat all of this, but this is a good consistency. Oh yeah, she's looking good. I used to put protein powder in it. That is one difference. I probably should have done that, but anyways, here's what we're working with. That consistency is perfect. That looks really, really good. And then here are my toppings: strawberries, blueberries, chocolate chips, granola, almond butter. Here's what she looks like. Here's the finished product. I'm just gonna sit here and eat this. I'm so excited to eat this. I haven't had, well, I say I haven't had one. I had two last week. I think I got two, but I haven't made one in a really long time. So I'm excited. I'm gonna sit here, eat my fruit bowl, and probably watch some YouTube. That is a lovely Sunday in my life that has everything that I want in it. Giant bowls of fruit and couch time and being able to watch some YouTube while Lad's not here. Okay, it's a little bit later. I finished my smoothie bowl. It was so good, but it never fails every time. It makes me so cold. So now that we're done eating our frozen berries, I'm gonna come upstairs in my office and walk for a little while. I'm actually proud of myself. I've been doing really good about walking at least 30 minutes every day. And usually it's the first thing I do when I get up in the morning before I sit down and like start work. I found that it's really helpful for my heart rate. One thing I noticed last week that I didn't do a lot of walking. We did some walking, but I'm getting out of breath more, just doing everyday things. I'm having to take some deep breaths more often, and I'm noticing some heart palpitations, which are normal, so I've heard, but nothing severe. Just like every once in a while I'll notice like a little flutter, and it makes me just want to take a deep breath. So I'm trying to just keep my heart healthy and like exercise, get my heart rate up a little bit, and then also stretch every day and do some light yoga that helps my ligaments and like my hips and things like that. So I have not done that yet today because I was really hungry when I woke up. So with time change, it's now 2 o'clock on the dot, and I've kind of not really done a whole lot yet today. So I have the sheets drying in the dryer, so I'm going to use the rest of that time while I'm waiting on those to walk on my walking pad and just watch some TV or zone out. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully it warms me up and gets some blood flowing too, because I am freezing. my walk, and this is sometimes my favorite part of the morning, sometimes my least favorite part. Oh, but it's stretching, and I'm trying to prioritize stretching and like, especially my legs, because I've started to feel some tightness, I guess, not pain, but like tightness in my hips. Yeah, I'm trying to make this a part of my daily routine. And I've been trying to keep up with strength training a little bit. It's not going super well just because around here, ever since the top of the new year, so maybe the last couple of months, the flu has been so crazy around here. Every single person we know has been sick. And we do have a gym membership, but I told Vlad, I was like, I personally am not going to step foot in the gym until everybody's over this crap. So we have not been to the gym in several months, probably since late in the fall, just because we traveled so much with Christmas and the holidays. And then with everybody being sick, I was like, I'm not going into the gym because I feel like that's the fastest and easiest way to get sick. Since we've been here at home, I've just been trying to use my walking pad, and then I have just a few weights here at home that I've been trying to, you know, just do a little something. If I can, at least a few times a week, something's better than nothing. So I'm gonna try to do some today, probably some arms, maybe some shoulders, and I've been doing like stretches / strengthening exercises for my core. And I'm still very much trying to learn about exercises, like core exercises that are safe to do, things that I shouldn't be doing. Like my doctor pretty much said like you can train abs until your stomach like gets in the way. But I know there's better exercises to do than just like crunches or sit-ups and stuff like that. So I've been trying to do like planks, bird dogs, like strengthen my back, because I know as my belly gets bigger, my back is probably gonna take a lot of the work. So I don't know, I've never done this before, clearly, and I'm just trying to learn as I go and like take advice from other people, but also not feel so overwhelmed by everybody's advice, because that is one thing, is like everybody has an opinion. Everybody is like, oh my God, I felt this way and I did this, and make sure you don't do that. And I've kind of taken everything with a grain of salt, because every single person is so different, and even every person that has multiple babies each time is so different. I am mainly sharing all the stuff for my memories to look back on, but if anybody else is out there that happens to be watching this, please do not compare yourself to me, or, you know, share opinions that may be unsolicited. I know that kind of sounds rude, but if you've been in a position, not just like with having a baby or any position, and you feel like people are just kind of like throwing opinions at you, it can be overwhelming. It can cause you to like start to worry over something that you hadn't even thought about before. So I'm trying to just be very selective with the information that I'm taking in and like things I'm learning, because obviously it's good to gain knowledge and like learn about what's happening in there and like what I can do to help her grow, and just what I can do to help support my body and like be the best and healthiest that I can be. Anyways, all that to say, I'm gonna stretch and do a few exercises, and then I just heard the dryer go off, so we need to do the sheets and put the sheets back on the bed, and then it's probably about time for lunch, because I'm getting hungry, and now that I've worked up a little bit of an appetite, I think I might actually make some fresh chicken salad. And by fresh, I mean like actually cooking some chicken and shredding it up. Usually if I'm in a hurry, I'll just use canned chicken, which is like, it's okay, like it'll do in a pinch, but there's something about like seasoned cooked chicken to mix up and make chicken salad. So I think we might do that, and that sounds actually really good right now. Okay, I just got done. That took me way too long, but it is so much better when it's actually fresh, so I didn't really mind taking the time, but that literally took me probably 20 minutes at least. Here we have mine. In mine, I like dill relish, red onion, celery, mayo, and then I cut up slices of provolone cheese to put it in there. And then Lad likes grapes, red grapes, celery, sweet relish, and that's it. He's a pretty simple guy. So I just prepped those for the week. I'm gonna have a little bit of it now, probably not too much because I'm honestly not very hungry anymore, but he's still out golfing, so the rest of that will be for his lunch later this week. I'm just gonna chill. I actually had a couple friends just text me and say that they were out enjoying the day. So after I eat, I might potentially go meet up with them just to enjoy the sunshine, but I'm honestly kind of vibing with a home day. I have the back door open and just enjoying the weather and some alone time. Okay, I just have to say, I know this looks ridiculous, but I'm sitting in a chair inside my house in the sun, and I was gonna start reading some of my book that I'm reading, which, quick update, I'm currently reading Book Lovers by Emily Henry. She's one of my favorite authors. Her writing is really, really good. I'm also in the middle of A Court of Thorns and Roses, which has been really good. It's a little slow. I'm not very far into it, but I know they're setting it up, so I'm sticking with it. But that's kind of been my nighttime book on my Kindle. And then I actually started this last week at the beach, and it's really good. It's just a cute little romance, definitely enemies to lovers type thing. I get stage fright when our neighbors are next door because sometimes they'll be outside, and I kind of feel weird like sitting on the porch because we are like right next door to our neighbors. We love them and they're so great, but it just doesn't feel very private, you know what I mean? So sometimes I'll just like open the back door and let the sun come through and then just kind of sit here. So that's what I'm doing. That actually felt like that felt like running a marathon. I've never actually run a marathon, so I don't know quite what that feels like. But I'm exhausted. I'm ready to sit down. Again, it doesn't take much for me these days to feel tired. So I think Lad's probably gonna be home before too long. He was going to get a bite to eat with the golf group, and that's probably the conclusion of my day. Whenever he comes home, we may do some dinner, but for the most part, I think that's my Sunday. So I'll go ahead and end the vlog here. I hope you enjoyed hanging out on a semi-lazy, semi-productive Sunday with me. These are my favorite types of Sundays to have because if I'm just lazy all day and don't do anything, I feel unproductive and I feel like I should have been getting stuff done. But if I just work and am productive all day, I feel like I missed out on a chance to rest. So I feel like we did both of those things today. Yeah, just a really good day overall. I'm enjoying the weather. I think it got up to like 68 today. My goal is to finish my book today, and if I finish my book, I'm gonna start reading again on Court of, what did I say it was? Mist and Fury? Is that what I said earlier? I don't remember what I said earlier. I have read the first one. I'm on the second book, whatever that is. Hold on. Okay, no, I literally just lied. I have read the first one. I have read the second one, which is Mist and Fury. I am on A Court of Wings and Ruin. I'm on this one, which is the third one, and I get them confused sometimes, but I've read this one, I've read the second one. I'm not very far into this one, but it is pretty good so far. So if I get done reading my other book and finish that, I do want to start making some progress on this. So I will sign off for now. Thank y'all for watching. Hope everybody's doing good out there. And I will see you hopefully very soon.